Hi friends, I am here with you today to share a case of postmenopausal bleeding. This 53-year-old lady came to us complaining of postmenopausal bleeding and foul smelling discharge. When we do a per speculum examination, the ectocervix was normal, but there was a growth which was protruding from the endocervical canal. On PVS, we saw a very thick endometrium, almost 13 millimeter with dilated glands. We posted her for a hysteroscopy and biopsy, and this is what we saw. Can you make out that most of the endometrium is actually very thinned out, but there is this large mass which is arising from the posterior wall of the uterus, more towards the right side. And this entire polypoidal mass is filling the endometrial cavity, and it is also reaching till the ectocervix. So the diagnosis of a polyp was made. We decided to remove it with the hysteroscopic tissue removal system. In earlier days, I would have used a resectoscope or I would have used a scissor, but tissue retrieval in menopausal uteri is a challenge because you have to insert an instrument to pull it out. Now, the advantage is that as the tissue blades are rotating and cutting, there is also a mechanism to suck this tissue out. So, not only does it morcellate, but it also sucks the tissue out at the same go. So, you don't need another instrument insertion for removal of the tissue of the polyp. In this patient, we saw dilated vascular pattern, but we did not see many areas of necrosis. So we were not expecting that this would be malignant. The size of the polyp is considerable, and so there's also something strange. Can you make out that there is a uterine septum? This lady had 3 full-term normal deliveries and no miscarriages. So this just underlines that all septae are not problematic, and many septae may remain there in the uterus without causing any problems, just like this one. Now we have removed most of the polyp. In the HTRS that I use, there are 2 blades. One is the soft tissue blade or the polyp blade, and the second is the myoma blade for the submucous myomas. Here I am using the soft tissue blade. The name of the system is TrueClear and it is currently being marketed by Medtronic. After removal of the entire polyp, we came to the base of the polyp. Now, after the entire polyp tissue has been removed, can you make out how fast it just sucks out the entire tissue? So in no time, in less than a minute, this entire 3 centimeter long polyp has been removed. This is the ostia that we are able to see, and now we are at the base. At the base, I like to always spend a little time and remove all the remnants of the polypoidal tissue because I don't want it to regrow. Some of these can be adenofibromas which can regrow. So once I am satisfied that all the tissue has been out, the endometrium is fine, this sample was sent for histopathology. Now let us look at these histopathological images. Are you able to make out the dilated glands? So the report says benign cystically dilated endometrial glands with proliferating blood vessels. This is what is seen in this 20x view. Can you make out this dilated gland? And then it also says that this polyp is infected because it shows areas of inflammation. So in this 40x view, you can see a lot of these round cells which are inflammatory infiltrate. So the final diagnosis was that it's a benign polyp but with cystic dilated glands and areas of inflammation. So this patient does not require any hormonal therapy. She only requires a monitoring, and she does not definitely require a hysterectomy. So this is how a good ultrasound, a good procedure, and a very good follow-up with a histopathologist gives us a beautiful outcome, and we are able to conserve the uterus. Thank you so much.